So as we know, there are so many Fnaf VHS tapes on YouTube right now. And most of the time I just sit there and I watch a lot of them, but this specific Fnaf VHS tape stuck out like a sore thumb to me, and is by far, in my opinion, one of the darkest and most terrifying versions of the Fnaf VHS tapes as out there that I've seen at the moment. And that is Birthday Boy by Valox. And the reason this tape is so scary to me, we'll get into the analysis bit in a minute, is because it shows the realism of the events of what goes down in FNAF storyline. Like the fact that we can actually see from this perspective of an older or younger sister towards Jeremy is terrifying. We get to see and, you know, feel the emotion of what these families go through when these kids go missing. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into the analysis part of this video, and my god, if you haven't seen this VHS tape, please go and check it out and go give Valox a sub. I'll leave a link in the description below, but go check it out and watch it, you know, blind, because it is amazing. But yeah, this tape is all about Jeremy, and from the very beginning we get thrown into the world as Jeremy's sister speaks over multiple images showing the pizzeria closing down and then eventually coming to Jeremy's missing poster. And to me, it's a good way to set the scene of this entire event, because obviously a kid going missing is terrifying for the families involved. So the way that this is shown by Valox is really, really well made. It's simple but super, super effective. The fact that the voice acting is so well made as well, whoever this voice actor is super talented, because they make this sister sound so emotional, which a person would be if this was a real life situation. And the fact that the voice acting is so good just, you know, enhances the experience of this story. But then eventually we get a look at the back room all set up for a birthday party, almost as if this is what William used to lure a kid into the back room, saying, oh, I have a special party for you back here. But however, as we zoom out, we then realize the floor of this room is just full of blood in a massive pool, which is very confusing as there's no, you know, corpse there, or, you know, like it's just blood on the floor. It's almost like it's just kind of painted on there. However, as it cuts to black, Afton all of a sudden pops into the room, and then we realize what's actually gone down. If you didn't know what the FNAF story is, you'd be kind of confused until this scene eventually comes up. But obviously, it shows Afton and the aftermath of what he has done to this poor kid. As we see a corpse lying behind Afton in this scene, and it is absolutely terrifying as he just begins to maniacally laugh. And which shows the inhumane, you know, characteristics of William Afton and how genuinely terrifying and how disgusting he actually was and is in this franchise. And it's just terrifying in my opinion. And the fact that all of a sudden we get a flash of a crying kid, which is, I'm guessing, meant to be Jeremy in this stage, just makes this 10 times scarier. Like, to me, this tape is so dark as we hear the pain in the sister's voice, and like the sad tone, and then when Afton pops up, it just gets so intense, because it goes from really sad and melancholy to all of a sudden terrifying, really atmospheric, and then really, really dark. But that is not the final scene, as it then cuts to a security cam footage of the recording of Bonnie. Now, this is kind of confusing until you actually look deeper into it, as Bonnie kind of looks around very, very lost. And this is just definitely to, you know, enhance the fact that the soul is no idea what's going on when he's actually inhabiting this rabbit animatronic. And that's just so sad. Like, and then we eventually see him go towards and try to pull off his own face, which could be a nod to withered Bonnie. But it's almost like you can actually see a little silhouette of the kid's face in there, because obviously the body would be stuffed in there. But the fact that it's like, it's almost like this kid is trying to get out of this body, you know, by, you know, opening up the face. Like, the fact that the Bonnie part there is just, it's so sad when you look into it, because you actually realize, yo, this soul, it's lost, it's purposeless, and it's gonna be stuck there for all eternity. And in my opinion, that's what makes this like tape 10 times darker, as when you look further into it, it just makes it 10 times scarier, because you're like, oh my god, this kid, whatever age he or she would have been, like, they're just stuck in this animatronic body for all eternity now, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they were innocent. They didn't deserve what happened to them. It was just because this man was crazy and ultimately just deranged. And that is why, in my opinion, this tape from Valox is one of the darkest Fnaf tapes out there. In my opinion, definitely go drop Valox a sub, because the animation skills this dude has and the graphic, you know, the actual visual effects of this look amazing. Animation, amazing. He is so talented. So go drop him a sub. He deserves it. He just hit 100k. So let's get him to 200k, man. Honestly, he is so talented, honestly. But that is gonna be the end of my analysis video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button down below, and always go check out the link in the description if you want to go see the tape for yourself. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have an amazing day. If you do like horror content, make sure to go smash that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit a K before the end of the year, and if you could help me out in any way, shape, or form, I'd very much appreciate it. Have an amazing day, and as always, stay safe. Peace. First shot of this episode. Tammy picks this house.
Oh, what about that one?
Now, if you ask me, that is the, you know, worst house you can pick. It has wallpaper on the outside.